Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. I'm Millers, this is In the Dugout FM, and we're going to go through a bit of a post-season wrap-up after winning the Vanarama North that's not North. Welcome back everyone. So you were with us last episode. You'll see we've the ticker tape parade's happened. We've won. The groundsman's gone off his head. He's busy trying to clean up the mess that was left behind, but we've won the title that we didn't think we would win, which is superb for us. Our name goes on that trophy alongside South Shields from last season. Really positive. Really positive, and like I said, we'll go through some of the details they've given us. The wage budget, so it's an extra $3,000 a week, not huge. 46 grand in terms of transfer fees. What we'll probably do is pile all of that into the wage budget and do as best we can. But that, I assure you, is not going to cut it. There you go. So we were slightly over, weren't we? If I recall. So if we just call our original budget 6, they'd give us an extra $3,000 a week, and that isn't going to do it. That just isn't going to do it. But there we go. We've made our bed with Curzon, and we're going to have to lie in it. So that's fine. All the fans are delighted, as you can see, and you would expect them to be, right? Because they had pre-season 33-1. I hope a few of the lads had a tenner on, because there's some good money in that. And we've kicked ourselves on, which is superb. I'm going to be asking for a coaching badge, as I'm sure you can imagine. Look, the board are ecstatic. No better time than to ask for a coaching badge, right? So let's make sure we do that. Because if I don't do it now, I don't know when they're going to... Oh, I don't want a contract. I don't want a new contract. I want a badge. Why won't you let me ask for a badge? Ugh. Hopefully we can do that soon. Okay. Challenger's praised me. Thank you for that, pal. Much appreciated. No need to do that. You've already got a new contract. Calm yourself down. Yeah, good. Champions, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm going to do is I will play the game against Kidderminster. I'll get all of that done. And then I'll do a very, very quick run through in terms of the end of the season awards and all of that jazz. Just to make sure that you don't miss out on any of that. And then obviously we'll be into pre-season because there's a lot of work to be done there. I don't know who I'm going to keep. In terms of levels, it's a whole other step, as we've seen in the FA Trophy. You know, we do not compete well against the likes of National League teams. So we've been beaten the past 2 seasons by those in the Cup. So look, it's going to be what it's going to be, but that budget's tight, and we'll see how it all pans out. I'll come back to you after the game. And we'll go through all of that pre-season good stuff, and then I'll catch you in a minute. Ta-da. Okay, job done. We've finished the season off at Kidderminster. We managed to get a draw. I think the boys had one too many beers on the bus for me. We didn't change the starting lineup, so yeah, it wasn't the greatest end to the season. So I'm glad we didn't really bring it to you. What we'll do is we'll watch the goals. Ben manages to get ours early doors and then they equalise. Matthew strides out of defence there, lovely. Ben just takes a touch out of his feet and fires into the bottom corner. It's lovely. And again, that type of goal we expect to see from him. What I want to point out with this goal is, look at the size of that telly in the corner. Look at that. Look at that telly. We're looking to have a telly in the social club. Kidderminster Harriers have got a telly bigger than my house. Anyway, nonetheless. 1-1, job done, season over, superb. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better season. I'm delighted to have all of you with us. It's been great. You know, it's been a really, really, really close run thing with Blythe, but Blythe just fell off at the end, and we kept going. Really, really good to see. Really good to see. So I'm going to take you through, obviously, some of the awards and stuff that they'll do at the end of the season. So that's all boxed off, and you've seen it all. You already know our budgets. I'm going to then go into pre-season mode over the weekend, I think, and we'll see where we end up. This will be interesting. Long-term vision. Okay, next season, National League, make the most of set pieces. We're going to have to. I'll try and play high-tempo football. I'll try and play attacking football. Are you wanting to do anything other than stay up? Yeah, okay. Avoid relegation. I think you're right. I think you're right. You know, there's no... Yeah, we'll accept that. Really, really good. The dressing room atmosphere is excellent. The lads are now starting to enjoy me being the gaff, which is good. End of season meeting. Let's take you in the room with us. Thank you all for coming. Do we have to talk about next season? Really? Okay. Outstretched arms. Let's talk about next season, boys. We're good enough to be involved. We're good enough to not be involved in a relegation battle next season. That will be our target, likely. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably right. And the lads accept that, which is good. That's just what I wanted to hear. I'm not going to make any promises. I've got nothing else to talk about. I don't really want to get into the promises and the longer term vision. We've got a good bunch of lads. They're in a great mood. Half of them are still clattered. So let's just send them off on the break. There you go. See you later, boys. You go do you. Have a good time in Benidorm. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't put too much weight on, which is something I definitely would do. Oh dear. Brilliant. Superb. I'm not going to request the improvement. Look, we've got to keep in mind that this game isn't necessarily about Curzon. Whilst I am having a great time here, it's about me, selfishly, right? So we've got to try and get to the Champions League. So I'm not going to focus too heavily on some of the stuff that I would normally do in a save where I'm going to try and improve and drive Curzon on, right? I'm not going to spend that time worrying and getting concerned about improving the club, right? I'm just not. I'm going to focus on us. So why can't I vote for him? Ridiculous news. What an absolutely ridiculous notion. If I can't vote for him, I'm going to tactically vote for somebody who was Bobbins. He scored 18, so it won't be him. We're going to vote for Jason Law. So essentially I'm spoiling my vote because you won't let me vote for Josh Allen. And if you don't get it, by the way, it's an absolute travesty. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm not going to spend too much time invested in trying to build Curzon as a club, right? Curzon are my first vehicle, right? They're our first car after we've passed our test. So let's just think about it like that. Josh, as part of his contract, wants us to strengthen on the left wing. We're going to do that as part of what we would do normally. Load of scouting going on, like I said to you earlier in the season. I've just been building up the scouting database because we're going to need it, whether that would have been in National League North or in the National League, it'd be interesting to see who comes through the playoffs. Chester are in there. Chester were a good side. Josh Smile, he's a lad that's on our short list. I'm going to leave him. I don't really want to make any rash decisions, right? And I just want to get us to the awards, get that done, and then really spend some time planning out what we want to do. And I don't really think acting in April is the right thing to do for planning for next season, really. We've got to see exactly where we sit. What a season. Blythe through, you would expect that, and Boston through. So Blythe Boston final. Tax bill of $9,000. Okay, that's all right. That's not too bad. The one you did was $14,000. So you've not, Wayne. Right. Listen, bud. We've just won the league. We've gone up, and you've signed a deal that's worth less than the deal from the year before. If I'd have done that as a transfer, he'd have gone off his head. Ticket prices are going up. Oh, you'll do that though, Wayne. Brilliant. Projected yearly earnings are forecasted to go down. I don't understand. Okay. All right. $20,000 for coaching. I mean, we overspent that significantly last season. So we're going to have to be careful with that, I think, this season, particularly as it gets a little bit precarious with what he's forecasting is going to come in. I can't believe that. Why would it detrimentally affect our turnover as a club. It wouldn't, would it? Am I missing something? I can't see as I am. I can't see as I am. Come on then, let's get to these awards. McGeorge will be delighted he's going back to South Shields. By the way, I forgot that we had Albie Fletcher on loan from South Shields, and because Julio Arca hates me because of what I've done to McGeorge, he won't reloan me Albie. And he's got another year left on his deal. So that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. But look, it is what it is. We'll see what we can pick up in the free transfers, because that's the only place we're going to be able to operate, I assure you, based on what Wayne's giving us. Imagine signing a deal for less than we had last season after just winning the league, breaking all the records. Let's see who goes up. It's got to be Blythe, right? There you go. There you go. They came through in the end, and they deserve that, in fairness. There we go. What have we got? Immovable object, few league goals conceded, well drilled, didn't concede too many goals, and then there was another one that I didn't get to read. Let's have a season review then. Busy season in the transfer market, yes it was, because we had no choice. And it's no surprise that Josh Allen is the best transfer we could have possibly done. Absolutely right. Ben Challoner, the boy we brought in there from Peterborough, superb. And then we've also had Elichi Huay's come in as well, which is tremendous. So, it's been a good season in the market. They're pleased with Matty Jacobs. I didn't make that transfer. I've got to hold my hands up. That's Will Pugh. I didn't bring him in. That was our director of football. No idea why he stands out, by the way. Ridiculous, really. But there we go. Sometimes this game blows my mind. Season results. Some jubilant. The fact the teams were jubilant. Yeah, of course they were. Of course they were. Finished mid-table is where they wanted us to finish, and they're pleased we won the National North. Yeah, I would hope so. And the run at the end of the season helped us. Of course it did. Yeah, no, of course. That end of season run there where we were just invincible. Absolutely invincible. From Christmas, you can argue. We went completely... Oh, no, Gloucester beat us. But with the exception of that game, we were so solid, and that's what tipped us over the edge. And I think there's, a bit to be said for strength in depth. There's that 7-1 win where Josh did an Allen. 4 goals in the first 45. I don't think that'll be beaten for a long time. Superb to see. Match to remember. Should be that one, really. But Brackley 3-1. That might have been what sent us top, in fairness. Oh, no. It was in September. That's weird. And then goal of the season. Are we able to see it? Are you able to see that goal? 41. Let's have a look, see if we can see it. There we go. Let's see the goal. So it's 2-0. So we know Charlie don't score. Oh, that's lovely. That's the one, isn't it? He's just passed it. Top bag. Lovely. And he scores again, doesn't he, the boy? Yeah, lovely side netting. You can't stop that one. Okay, that's our goal of the season. Then it's gone to Josh Allen. That's fine. You would expect that. He was superb. I mean, I think he scored nearly 40 in the end. This has done my nutting. This has. I don't know how the board can get away with this. We've got more money coming in from prawn sandwiches, but we didn't make anywhere near enough money from everything we did last season. Look at the difference there. Crumbs. Yeah, that's no surprise. That's no surprise. Ollie Armstrong makes it into the team of the season, though. And I don't blame him. He was superb for us. I'd love to be able to get him back. Maybe we can get him back on loan. Is he still on my track? Yeah, no, he's not. So let's get him added on there, because we're going to try and bring him back in the window. But yeah, superb team that, and really quite consistent. Happy with that. Hard work paid off. Good. Manager of the month. I got quite a few of them this season, and deservedly so, right? Fans player of the season goes to Josh. Young player of the season, Josh. Signing of the season, Josh. Goal of the season, Josh. Top goal scorer, Josh. Most assists, Joel. Most man of the matches, Josh. Highest average rating, Josh. And most passes completed, Ellis. So, look, 39 goals. It's no surprise the kid's going to have won all of those awards. He's done superbly well. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, really, really good to see. And we've made some history. So you're right there, John. Once we got moving, we weren't going to stop, and we were like a boulder coming downhill. It was lovely at the back end of the season, particularly when the wheels fell off for Blythe. Really, really good. And there we are. That's our we've done 100 games now, boys and girls. We've kicked on and we've managed to win a trophy. Absolutely fantastic. We've set some records, and now we have to focus on kicking on. Right, that's our next step. So look, I'm going to leave it there. The next video you see will be a bit of an update in terms of transfers in pre-season, and then we're going to face the Vanarama National, which is actually national, together. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Do feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you want to. Come and join us on the journey. It's been loads of fun so far, and I'll catch you all next time.